Alright, so I am starting with, you can see here, I have this on my cutting mat so you can kind of visualize the measurements as I talk about them. But I like to typically start with a 15-inch strip. You can do it a little bit longer, maybe up to 20 inches. I find if it's too long, it gets hard to work with. But this is going to make about a 4.5 to 5-inch bow. Just kind of depends. So first I like to start on one side. I just cut the corners off, and that just keeps the corners from popping out after it's tied. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flap and I fold it over about 4 inches. You can see it's about 4 inches. And then I fold it over again. And so however long you fold it over at this point is how wide your bow is going to be at its widest point. And you can see here where I cut the corners off, it keeps those corners from just popping out right there. But so what you're going to do once you have your bow the size, so if you wanted it to be bigger than this, you're going to need a longer piece to start with. It'll just make it easier to tie. So I like to do, this is 5 inches wide, and I like to do 1 pinch per inch. So since this is 5 inches wide, that means there's going to be 5 pinches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then I just squeeze it in my hand. So you really just want to hold it tight, and you can see here over the back I have this tail, and we're just going to kind of pull it down here, and you want to fold it over. So this bottom one is going to fold in, and then this one on top of it. And then I usually like to just do another fold to give it a nice clean flat look. And then I'm going to hold this nice and tight, and once I wrap around, that holds it so I can pull that finger out. And then my thumb is here. There's my thumb, so I have my tail. I'm just going to stick that through where my thumb is and pull it out, and then pull your tail tight. And then you can see how it's kind of a little bit wonky here. You just need to kind of even it out, fluff it. You can pull each flap and fix it up, make it look a little bit cleaner and prettier. And then depending on how long your tail came out, this is about the shortest you want your tail to be, otherwise it gets really hard to tie. So again, if you would want a bigger bow, so you can see here, this came out to about 4.5 inches. But if you wanted a bigger bow, I would start with a piece bigger than 15 inches. But then I just kind of clip this tail down a little bit and kind of round it to make it look nice. And there you have your bow. And to add your clip, I have my metal alligator clips that I fold over, and I just slide it in. I open it up and I slide it in this way towards the tail and put the clip in the middle, and then you are done. If you want, you could put some glue on there as well to hold it in place. But that is how you tie a flapless bow and add it to a clip.